Hello and welcome back to the Bleach Rebirth of Souls side stories. Last time we did Golem Jack, my favourite character of all of anime and Bleach. Yeah, and from we got some Down Your Blood War stuff technically, kind of. Yeah, don't actually fully remember. It's been a couple of days. But all I do know is we don't go from Espada number Sexta to Espada number Sevener. We go to Espada number Octava because Umari is not a playable character in this game. So it is time for Szayelaporro Gilga? No, that's not it. Szayelaporro Gilga is Noritora. What is his last name? Granz! Szayelaporro Granz. I know Bleach, I'm so smart. Yeah, he Jellyfish Boy, he's the death aspect of madness, and yeah, he's the number 8 Espada, and I think he's the most underrated Espada, personally. I love him. He only has 3. Every other single Arrancar has had 4. They've had 2 flashback ones, one where they fight the person, and then one where it's him at the end, like after. So I'm assuming this is going to be flashback, fighting Mayuri, and then a thing where he's like, with the Mayuri thing where he's like, oh, time is perceived differently. Okay, what is... Might as well just begin, you know. No wasting time. Drawn lines, smooth, fine lines, drawn from the black ink of numerous lives. Draw a circle, a twisted, crooked circle, drawn from the red ink of blood from one's fingertips. What you see before you is the shape of true blessing.
It's not about avoiding death. It's about death being subverted into becoming a pathway to continued life. It will no longer be the case that dying is the end of existence, and death and life will instead be but 2 complementary parts of an endless cycle. This is the perfect life form I seek, the goal I strive for.
Oh, look at that. There he goes again.
What's happening?
It's Szayelaporro.
Oh, his experiment.
He's at it every single day. Doesn't he ever get bored of it? By the way, have you ever heard of his past, Kalame?
What do you mean?
Turns out that back when he was a human, he was an alchemist. Captain Eisen said that.
Alchemist?
Doesn't it pique your interest? It sounds fascinating to me. These people say that everything in the entire world is made up of extremely tiny building blocks.
Atoms.
Everything we can and can't touch is made up of pretty much the same stuff. So, say you took those building blocks apart and rearranged them like you wanted. You could turn anything, even something worthless, into something valuable like gold. That sounds pretty sweet, wouldn't you say?
Ridiculous.
I don't really understand alchemy that well, but I have one doubt. Do you really think Szayelaporro would be interested in gold? I'd imagine that a guy like him would probably have a different set of aspirations than just wealth. I've heard he'd perform secret experiments on other living humans. It's not gold he was trying to make. It was...
Ridiculous, I said.
Oh my. Did I say something to offend you?
I don't care what his intentions are, as long as they ultimately prove to be of benefit to Lord Eisen. I'm simply surprised.
How so?
I didn't expect you to be interested in someone like Szayelaporro.
It's only natural. He is one of our most important allies.
He is, because technically he is the fucking strongest, but he separated his soul. With... Technically he is the strongest one, but he literally took away some of his power and like split it off into his brother, who is Findor, because Findor was so battle hungry he couldn't focus on his science stuff. So he goes, "Oh fuck that! I'll just make myself weaker so I can understand, do science."
Normally, that is.
Again, sounds pretty
A
mad,
man
right?
willing to lose
That's why the
everything
death aspect
in
of
order to
madness.
achieve his dreams. I really can't wait to find out just where that will lead him.
No, I see. Not even this? You still live even after this? Wonderful, wonderful. It's just like I thought. Former Ajukas are so much better than former Gillians that it's not even funny.
You seem to be enjoying yourself, Szayelaporro.
Well, if it isn't Lord Eisen, so to what do I owe the pleasure? I am honored that you would even speak to someone as lowly as myself.
There is such a thing as being too humble. Remember that I employ you on the basis of your talent. Which reminds me of why I'm here. I wanted to know whether I can do anything for you and your research.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't dare to ask. The opportunity to continue my research like this is more than I could ask for, and you shall see the fruits that result from my endeavors very soon, my lord.
I see. Szayelaporro, would you be willing to spar with me?
What? But why? Am I being punished?
No, this is your payment.
Payment?
I have hired you in order to conduct this wonderful research of yours. It is only natural that I would offer payment to you for it. And the fighting data of the King of Huecomundo, wouldn't you say it's valuable enough to cover your price? Furthermore, I will spare no effort when it comes to aiding the advancement of your research. Well?
Well, I did not like
You
that.
mean that you
sounding
would
name.
even go as far as to become research material for me? You really do mean that? I'm a scientist. I could never turn down such an offer. I'll hold nothing back. Is that acceptable?
Of course I don't mind.
My gratitude is beyond mere words. Very well then, let us begin.
Of course we didn't. Well, other than the whole Findle stuff I was talking about. We already know that from the data book there. So because we don't actually know his past like the others. Again, because he's underrated. Underrated so fucking much. Don't worry, KUBO. Still not gonna. But Combined Eisen is pretty good. I was not expecting that.
Oh, his power. Is there any limit to it?
So, is this bringing you new insight?
Yes. This is magnificent. What incredible power. Once again, Lord Eisen, you show yourself to be more than worthy of leading the Espada.
Flachione.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's continue then.
I was perfect the time that I was fucking. Oh fuck. Running. Fuck you. Flachione. If he stops fucking.
Don't move. I was expecting as much. What is it?
Yes.
This. Well, don't move. Well. Here we go.
Oh, I mistimed that. Only slightly mistimed that, but I know how to play Szayelaporro slightly, but not much, which is what's happening. I know he has that bar, but I don't know if you like understand it fully. I think it's probably my problem. I'm not playing online with him yet, so I don't actually know everything about him. I beat Eisen because Szayelaporro crazy. Flaxio. Boom.
Straight such as mine. Good. That should be enough, Szayelaporro. You are just as talented as I thought.
Oh, I am extremely flattered.
And that's not all. You're also trying to surpass me.
I would never.
Please, don't worry. I wasn't reprimanding you. As I said earlier, your talent is what makes you valuable to me. That, and your ambition as well. Please think of it as nothing more than a compliment.
You're very merciful. You've left me feeling humbled.
You said your research will soon bear fruit. I agree. You're an incredibly talented Arrancar with his heart set on a quest. I cannot help but be thrilled when I think of where it will end up leading you.
Oh, Lord Eisen. Yes, of course. Now I see it all so clearly, Lord Eisen. The scales have fallen from mine eyes, and finally I understand. You were seeking perfection all along. You were doing the same thing that I was. That's what your attempts at turning the incomplete Hogyoku into a full one were. They were your way of seeking to achieve perfection. Am I correct? Is that not so, Lord Eisen?
Szayelaporro, let me ask you this directly. Do you believe beyond any doubt that a perfect life form can exist?
Of course, I am completely sure.
Indeed. I look forward to the day when I will at last be able to witness the perfect life form that you seek, Szayelaporro.
Yes, I will not disappoint!
Hello, Gin.
Oh my, that was rather heartless. I don't believe that I've ever seen him look so overjoyed before. Tell me, what do you think? What do you make of it?
Of what?
Szayelaporro, and the goal that he's ready to sacrifice everything in order to attain. I merely wanted to know what you think about it.
The same as you do, Gin.
I've finally done it! Success! I've finally turned death into continued life! This is it! I've achieved the perfect life form that I have sought after for so long! Come along, you lot! This calls for a celebration! We shall honor my success with a magnificent feast!
Szayelaporro be crazy. Mad. I feel like the never-ending dream. I feel like this must be to do with my Yuri. If not, the next one has to be. I'm surprised. I thought they'd all have 4. Yeah, this is where he fights something.
Gabriel.
Gabriel!
The perfect life form is complete. And what luck.
Dead.
A troop of
Oh, I
foolish
fucking
invaders
love
came here
Szayelaporro,
to
man.
Waco Mundo. What better stage to show off this success? What better way to display to the world this beautiful figure? That being said, I've become too strong for anybody to face.
My hero.
At this point, both Soul Reapers and Quincy's are equally inferior to me. My strength and intelligence are far beyond their grasp. And also, I have now surpassed all of the other Arancars. I have surmounted everyone and everything. I've even achieved what most thought impossible. I have defeated death itself. This sight is the very proof of that incredible success. So let's end it. Let's end everything. Tell me, who are you?
Really now, what's the point? In bothering to tell you anything at all? Bankai! Konjiki! Ashisogi Jizo!
Go.
What in the world is that? Where did it come? Is that a gas produced by some deadly bacterium? No, I just have to neutralize it, that's all. If only I had more time, I could easily... Damn! 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 No! It can't be. It's inconceivable. What is this guy? I have transcended. I have become the perfect life form. I cannot be trapped or destroyed by anything or anyone, not even by the very hand of death itself. So how can this possibly be? How can I be at a disadvantage in this situation? No puny little Soul Reaper should be able to toy with me in such a manner. Very well. Then I will show it to him. I will show him with perfect clarity exactly the reason why nobody can surpass me.
Nemu.
Witness it. This is my
The power of Gabriel.
Well then, I believe that we should begin by introducing ourselves to each other again, Mayuri Kurotsuchi.
Also, it shows that KUBO also kind of thought Szayelaporro was underrated. I only just thought of it just now because I was thinking about it. It shows that Szayelaporro was underrated because he's using him in Hell Arc. Szayelaporro is one of the main people in Hell Arc. He's in Hell. I just thought I'd put that in there because I kind of thought about it just then as I saw him in Gabriel. I don't know why it didn't hit me sooner, but I saw him in Gabriel and I was thinking about the fucking chapter that came out.
World has the power necessary to defeat me. Not even a captain like you could do it. Not even Aizen himself. I have transformed and become a perfect being. Nobody, not one single creature has the ability to end my existence now. Nobody.
It seems that your little bag of tricks is completely empty now. Very well then, to wrap everything up, you are going to become a test subject for my new drug.
My new drug.
Don't be defensive. The new drug is already in your system.
What?
I previously implanted a number of various drugs in Nemu's body, so that way they'd be ingested by whatever devoured her, if she were ever to be eaten.
What kind of drugs?
Ooh,
Let's
a
just
liver.
say that it will make you superhuman.
Oh, boring.
You have already lost, even if you
Boring
don't realize
organ
it.
doesn't do
Thankfully,
anything.
you have all the time that you'll ever need to lament your own imperfections.
Imperfect? I don't understand. Me? Imperfect? Do you have any idea of how much I've sacrificed in order to make it so far? I gave away everything I had, all so that I could create the perfect life form! The perfect life form cannot be defeated! It's impossible! That cannot be allowed to happen! Nothing surprising here. I've already analyzed your abilities.
I've already analyzed your abilities. Changing all my attack.
This
He is now
demonstration is mandatory.
Wait. Lung.
The stomach.
Stomach. Stomach. Oh, the stomach. Man falling.
Well, do you get it now? Do you at last see just how wonderful, how sublime I am? I was right. It's just as I thought. I am perfect, and now victory is mine!
And now I'm going to assume the last one is him just in eternal pain waiting. Or it might be the pleasure of slumber. Okay, it probably will be the bit I was thinking about with the drug. But it could be him in hell with Aaron Yu. Or another flashback.
Simple as ever. Soul Reapers and Espada are
Wait,
akin
probably
to
will.
blades of
Go
grass
back.
that can't stand before my scythe.
Alright, Kazushini.
My perfection does not waver. It's unshakable. It's exactly as I predicted it would be. Oh, I had a suspicion that I'd see you at some point. I was wondering when you would show up. Kisuke Urahara. I have heard a great many things about you, among which is that you are said to be the brightest mind of the Soul Society, respected even by Eisen himself. I have heard people describing you as the leading scientist of your world.
You're doing quite a good job of flattering me, Espada.
That title doesn't really have any meaning at all anymore. You see, thanks to my work, I have surpassed everything and everyone. You may call me by a new name. I am the perfect life form. After all this time, I have finally achieved absolute perfection. Even though I have ascended as a perfect being, Mayuri Kurotsuchi proved a very strong opponent.
I'm assuming
He
he was
managed
head
to
right.
humiliate me.
But still
And you
with
know how?
canon.
Because even if only for a brief moment, he made me doubt my own perfection.
This is meant to be.
That is the reason why I trampled all over his silly little tricks and killed him.
This is. I'm assuming this is meant to be when his
Now
head
then,
was he's like getting
Kisuke
stabbed.
Urahara. I want to see
But it's meant to be
everything
canon,
that you're
and
capable of.
Kisuke would definitely not be this bro. And he's not. Oh, so he's saying Kisuke because Kisuke's the smartest guy in Bleach. The smartest guy in like all of the fucking worlds. Eventually. He's meant to be smartest person in Quincy in the Wonderlich in the Soul Society. He's meant to be the smartest guy ever. That's why Szayelaporro wants to fight him, because he also thinks he's really smart. But I'm assuming this is all just in Szayelaporro's head, as he's fucking like getting drugged up by Mayuri. But it's still meant to be canon. And it's pretty cool for him to think, once he's in the thing, he's thinking about fighting Kisuke because he's smart.
How futile fighting back would be.
Fracciones. Here comes the bang bang. Fraction. Are you serious? And for attack. Fracciones. Oh, I can evolve, that's right. Well, I can't evolve, but my ball's getting up to it.
There's no sight as sad to behold as a scientist who has lost their will to go forward. This is the end of the road for you, so I will now say goodbye.
I'll get serious. Just a bit.
Manahime. Ow. That was so rude.
I should take this a bit more seriously. Yasobi Benihime. Jujutsunagi.
Jujutsunagi.
I don't really enjoy using my full strength.
La Lujuriosa.
I'm terribly sorry to keep you waiting. Now the second act will begin.
And now the second act will begin. Oh, my people inside is definitely open. I've already analyzed your abilities. Goodbye, Kisuke Urahara. I think he's gonna blow up his kidney. Is that an option? His liver, his stomach.
The stomach.
This is what makes it fun.
Out.
Such is the struggle that faces a perfect life form. You see, I already know in advance how every fight is going to end.
He's still laughing. I have to say, this around car is really interesting. Hundreds of years, no, thousands of them. That's how long he must have been trapped inside that dream. How can he still
She
be
told
lost
you.
in pleasure after all that time?
I told you
He's
it was all
clearly
she insane.
insane.
Because he's insane,
I
he's
don't know
madness.
exactly what kind of dream he might be having, but in dreams there is nothing new, which means no discovery, no invention. To a researcher, that would have to be hell itself.
I guess it's just a Mayuri's point of view. Or this is Szayelaporro's point of view of what we saw in Mayuri's side story.
In the world of the living, most people who were alchemists ended up becoming scammers. Many of them were led down a path to self-destruction by the relentless, all-consuming search for the power to create gold. However, one could say that, in a way, they were visionaries whose efforts greatly benefited science. Szayelaporro Granz, rest assured you too have greatly benefited science. If for no other reason than as a test subject, at least.
Oh shit, though. Of course it was that. What was I thinking? I literally read it after that. I need to do the comeback and shit or whatever. I am what I am. Life is like Roblox. That's pretty fun. I wish we got more. I wish we got a little bit of like him and Hal with Aaron and Yeo, but it is what it is. Again, underused, just like Szayelaporro is, so maybe it's perfect for him. Possibly. But all in all, that's all the Arrancar's done. We only got 4 people left. We got the 3 traitors. Traitor. And then, but before that, we got the one other hollow Arrancar, Neliel to Oldelschwank. Or now. The previous Arrancar Trez, and also death aspect of sacrifice before Halibel, was it? Yeah, that'll be our next episode, so I shall see you there. Bye bye.